Hi everyone, my name is Vyse, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Now, it's been a while since the last video, and I do apologize for that, and as a way of trying to make it up to y'all. This is my most watched series as of now, so that's how I'm doing this and not moving on to the next video. And also, this is going to be a super long episode, like, instead of just splitting the trial in half, like I normally do. Ooh. Gotta check on my pet real quick. Sweet. But anyways, instead of splitting the trial into 2 episodes like I normally do, this 1 episode is gonna be the full trial. And also, since it's the summertime and I have more free time now, I'm gonna try to start doing 2 videos a day. But we'll see if I can actually pull that off. But anyways, everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough.
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
Mon amie's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. This dumb little sister's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekamaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekamaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you!
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekamaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead, there's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekamaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Okay, gonna talk to everyone first. Yeah. Just as I thought. This particular incident. Oops. We can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make history.
Geez, how troublesome, but I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our 2 fallen comrades.
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekamaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but...
I'm gonna do it!
Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up, get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekamaru with open arms when he comes back.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. Just saying stupid things and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. That would go against the rules and probably get you killed.
Hey.
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward, and then we need to end this once and for all. Yeah.
Hi.
Hyoko. It must be my fault after all.
Well?
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let's proceed. I haven't been helpful at all. Couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry I'm such a useless piece of trash. Don't say that, even though... Honestly, out of all of the people, she's my #1 suspect right now. Just cause... Roar. Just cause, like... She was the only one close to her, and... She's the only one who would know about the whole temperature messing up time of death thing. But anyways, we stepped on the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. That's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our line of silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. I mean, everyone was inside Monokuma Rock. Ugh. That can't feel comfortable at all. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper and deeper. Sorry about the extra deeper. Just felt it fit the mood. Anyways, when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless, all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial is about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you never knew she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed these 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial is about to open. This life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... No, don't want to overwrite that. There we go. Okay. I think all my skills... Oh, okay, there were... So I think... Let's see if I have any more. And I do not. Let's check all the truth bullets real quick. Okay, so... Buki's crushed windpipe and choking. Blood lost due to throat being slit by sharp-edged tool. Blood stains on Ibuki's feet. Rope used for hanging. No doubt that Ibuki's death was her hanging herself. Key to the room Hyoko is in. Buried in her kimono. Ibuki's paper stuck to baton lighting. Black curtain at the back of the music venue. Not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. Bought from the supermarket. Step ladder with blood. Candle. Surveillance camera that's been destroyed. AC cranked up. Blood stain wiped off. Strange glob. Stuck to where the music venue doors touch each other, holding them stuck. Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Went to check on everyone. Ibuki had disappeared. Video of the Hajime saw a person dressed in a hospital gown with a hemp bag. Ryuka's account. Checked Electric Avenue. While separating from Mikan for a short time. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she couldn't tie it on her own. Full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. Invitation ticket. 1 ticket was passed up per person. Data was passed out as printed on the ticket. The tote bag was sold. Only 1 person can buy it, but you can get another bag for free when you purchase it. The movie that was directed. This is okay, Scarecrow died by hanging. Monomi line was full of arrows. Tin Man was chopped into metal pieces. Okay. Actually, not that many bullets. But, anyways. That ends the preparations.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Agreed.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Never heard it put that way.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Indeed.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Kyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Yeah, and there's also the stage room to look like the music venue. I don't know who else would have been able to get there besides Mikan.
Why the motel?
I don't know why she would have done it. I think it's weird that she would have it in her to do it, but it's the only one I can think of.
Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. The only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Yeah, I picked up on that too.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's, and not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Excuse me. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
How?
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I mean, he does have a point, but still hate him. Ugh. This is Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. I think that might be it.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Aha! Not the killer, should be a contradiction somewhere. Need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Where's the ticket?
If Hajime's
There we go.
testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that.
You douchebag.
Huh? Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation and also provide a good warm-up.
I hate you so much.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
And he's probably gonna be one of the survivors, unfortunately.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
It kind of is a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
It is possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Okay, so it couldn't have been Mikon then.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gonna be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikon, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
Or Nekomaru.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
What?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
Yeah, kinda. Killer was inside the music venue. Pretty Hugo obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, so that's not what I thought it was. That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together.
Okay, it's gotta be the glob. I think I know where to
So they look
shoot
like
it,
they
but
had just rushed over.
let's see if it works.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay.
The
Tell
killer
them
was
right.
still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No. There we go, yes.
No, that's wrong.
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Like at first I thought it was just the glob in conjunction with the drumstick, but if they just broke the drumstick, left it near the door, and also sealed it up with the glob, then it made it look like the killer was still on the outside. So Mikon's the suspect again. It wasn't rubber at all. The semi-transparent glob was probably glue.
I see.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Why did you put it in your mouth?
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not. It's very much not edible.
I believe it is not something one
edible.
typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
Yeah, it wouldn't have even like flown across the room in two opposite directions.
It was
If they
so
broke it-
obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then
Seems that way.
I totally fell for that fucking trap. Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Thank you for adding that in there, Kazuichi.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Huh?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
She's trying to make us think that she couldn't have done it. Guys, I think it's Nikon.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Like, maybe she's not the sweet, innocent person we think she is. Earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. I had no idea. Oh, it's the ripped piece of paper on the baton lighting. Okay, nope, it's not P. Dang it. Okay. Wallpaper? Ah, dang it. Hit the wrong button. Yeah, wallpaper. What does that have to do with anything? Ha 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 ha. Dang it. Ah, dang it. Wow, these are going by really fast. Come on, I need another. Dang it, we need to pee. Ah. Ah, ah. There we go. Dang it, E. There we go.
I got it!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, we should have black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Did I figure that out in the last episode? I might have.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
Do you have both of them with you?
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Scrap paper stuck to the baton lighter is part of the wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh crap, how do I do this? Okay, good. Okay, doing good so far. Okay, yes I can jump. Oh, I haven't done this in so long. Oh crap. Well, that worked out beautifully, didn't it? And... what the... okay, I can go faster. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh gee, Scoobs. What did Hero goes? It was hidden, it was brought there. It was hidden. Yes. Okay, Okay. Crap. Oh man. Oh crap. Yeah. Ow. Ooh. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. Right. Please. Yes. I was suspecting that, but I didn't know for sure. Oh boy. Oh crap. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I still have plenty of life. But so far, so good. Okay. How did the killer cover the pillar? Maybe. Ah, I did not think of that. Okay.
It's all coming together.
That makes sense.
Got it. Kyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
That's genius.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Kyoko's body was already there.
I didn't notice that. Oh my gosh. How could I have not noticed that there wasn't that wallpaper on there?
However,
oh wait, no, what's on there? Never mind.
Larger pillar. I didn't realize that at the time.
Okay, so I wasn't as big of an idiot as I thought I was.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Yoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music room.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper, and because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Mikon.
The crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
You haven't seen the movie?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Yeah, that's actually very illegal. Then again, I'm pretty sure trapping a bunch of high schoolers on an island and forcing them to kill each other is also very illegal.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
That's weird.
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, But Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
Pretty sure that's reserved for the execution.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated 2 victims in the movie, should be able to explain that. Looks up the killing order.
Let's see.
It makes perfect sense.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Oh, Gundam.
What a jerk!
Agreed.
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Ah, the blood. That makes sense
What's
now.
wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Gundam, I really hope you live.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Touching the blood.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Blood on the souls or stepladder. Most likely blood on the souls.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Damn.
I am
Blood
telling
was
you to
blue.
present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
There we go.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That's correct.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Alright, let's do this.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Not quite.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
That's gotta be it. Or no, smudge on the floor. Smudge on the floor or stepladder, one of them.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to
Gotcha.
cut through those words. it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Unless she's trying to cover herself up by doing that.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heat!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Alright then.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
And it helped us.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Someone told her to do it.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death. I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
No, that's not possible at all.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But the door wasn't glued shut when Hajime found Ibuki's body.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
That too.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
Actually, there is, but I don't think Ibuki would have known that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh? No
According
hair.
to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Her hair isn't coming out of the bag like it was in the video.
Then does that
That's
mean
not Ibuki.
someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So,
An alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
Alright.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
It's gonna be one of the two accounts,
We
most
can
likely.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
There we go.
That's wrong.
Just instinct. Not sure why it works, but it does.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
That look after hearing that.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
No, it's Mikan.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
I think that might be it, actually. Like,
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
eh? Kill had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? So then, whose and what kind of trap is it? That was a short for a trap. Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off of moss balls. And here's some chance time. Ha-wah-wah-wah? What's that? Nothing. Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. She'll just jerk you treat you like a redheaded stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you're whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long, it'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities headed your way. Then... I'm Usami. Magical milk girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Geez, I thought a certain robot little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking to? Talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Okay, that was weird. But okay, I'll be right back. I need to take a break. And I'm back.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
You sound a bit too innocent. If you know what I'm saying. Pretty sure you knew about this.
No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Amen to that last part. Even though I don't do it as much as I should. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Because they can only kill 2 at a time.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Amen.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
But we didn't exactly have
Hyoko's body was
arrows.
suspended by common household duct tape.
Or a multitude of swords or stakes, something like that.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
I thought that too, actually.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned. So I thought for a different reason, like, what I thought was that Hyoko walked in on someone telling Ibuki to kill herself, was like, why? And then she had to be killed to prevent witness, but if that's, the order of death is different, then that can't be it.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I know why.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
And Hyoko went to the music venue. That's the key to all of this. You need to find that out no matter the cost. I have no idea.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way he'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
She went of her own free will.
Yes,
I
okay.
agree with that.
She had the key, so that means she went there without being kidnapped, otherwise she wouldn't have had the key on her. And she lost it
Just
too.
as Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
But the room wasn't a mess at all. The room was perfectly clean.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
Ooh.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes.
This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because you're wrong.
No!
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Alright, let's do this. Sonia's account. That's gotta be it.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
What the?
I can't back down!
Whoa. What the heck? That can happen? So more can draw some out next time.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking.
Come on.
And that's why the killer targeted her.
Oh, I ran out of cuts.
I can't back down!
Didn't realize that could happen. There we go.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Alright, yes.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Dang it.
Crap!
Hold on.
Okay.
Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
Okay.
Hold on.
50%.
Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
Wait, no. Tell me oh crap, no. Dang it.
Damn it! The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Yes.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's
Oh
kimono.
crap, sorry guys,
The
this is
killer
not
probably
going well
didn't
at all.
realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No! Dang it. Jump the gun.
Crap!
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Yes,
Allow
there
me
we
to
go,
cut through
finally.
those words. The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her.
I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she thought it was.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
That won't be necessary.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Good grief, I thought we were over the pervertedness. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh, no, you did not just threaten his hamsters.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Dying.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Oh, dang.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
I hate you.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Dude.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene,
Oh.
there'd be bloody footprints left in
Okay.
various places throughout the venue.
Thought you were just bringing up old information.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about
Well,
it
it's
then.
further information that proves that Ibuki didn't kill herself.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she just kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. And why? Why aren't there any footprints on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Oh. Oh, dang, that's even worse than I thought. If she wasn't just straight up told to hang herself, she would have been told to put the noose on her, and then the killer raise the baton lighting, and that's how she hanged. Ugh.
There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
There was.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
Indeed there was.
That's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth, it's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Not sure if that was encouraging or insulting.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There's some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hang video that I saw. Based on everything I know from the base thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. The hair. Head back covering face.
Damn
Wasn't
it!
suspicious. The hair!
Damn it!
Dang it! Was it that? Is it blue? No.
Damn it!
Yeah, the stepladder wasn't blue, was it? Okay, yeah, there we go.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
Okay, so it was blue. I just accidentally got that correctly. Awesome.
The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
I wasn't even thinking about
There's
that.
no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right?
It's gotta be Nikon. She's acting way too nervous.
That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladders, you know, think it's different, huh? Shaggy said the stepladder's at a different place, but that's okay. Certainly, between the video and the FC and the crime. Is that thing the place where the killer did something? Alright. I was thinking it would say hospital room, but... Okay, it's not L. Not G. Okay, F. Dang it, wrong button. Filming location. Need an M. Come on, give me him. There we go. Oh, come on. Doing a lot better this now. There we go. Now and in. Ah. No, no. There we go. Ah. Ah, where are those? No, no, no. Bring the ah. Ah. Crap. Okay. I need to see. There we go. Crap, come on. Need a T. There we go, yes. Now an I. Now an N, almost there. And yes.
I got it.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Indeed.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Or just, you know, moved it. It shows that they filmed the video at the music venue instead somewhere else. What did the killer do? That surveillance camera. Moved it. Alright, let's do this. Oh crap, my life is very low. Oh boy. Oh crap. Yeah. 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 Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did it? Both. Oh. Good thing I was on the right. Whoa, whoa, what? The camera only? Yeah, it would only need to be the camera. Duh. Oh crap, oh crap. So low on life. Ooh. Oh man. Oh yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh, what the? Okay, so I need to start it sooner. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna make it this time. Oh, yes. The killer tampered with the music camera at the music venue or the hospital. Yeah, took it from the music venue. Okay. I hate these spirally things. Okay. Almost there. Yes. Okay. What did the killer do with the camera? Took it with him. Yes. Got it. Oh my gosh. That was rough.
It's all coming together.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the vineyard, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Yeah, you should have.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Destroyed it.
I see.
Yes.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
But it could transmit from the hospital to the hospital.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it's transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, whereas video films make it look like it was filmed at the music venue. The only possibility is that place inside that building. Hospital. Oh man, I gotta do this again. Waiting room. No, it's not waiting room, is it? Something room. Not F. Not on call room. What was it? Storage? No. Custodian's room? I have no idea. What was that room called? Come on, give me a vowel. Eh. These are not vowels. Cool. Con what? It's not gonna be another N. Maybe it is. Connected room? No. I got no freaking clue. Conference room. That's what it was called. Crap. Ah, well. Okay. Just gonna skip through all this quickly. We all know what happens. I've failed at this before.
This is...
Yes, retry.
We will never give up!
Okay, good. I'm glad at least that part of the trial is forgiving. Okay, blah blah blah, we've all seen this. Conference room. That's what it was called. on. Come on, give me a C. No. Yes. Wait, no, I need an in first. Dang it. Now I need enough. R. There we go. Need another E. NCE. NCE. N. Come on. You give me an E. Come on. Need an O. O-M. Yes. Got it.
I got it!
Sorry about that. Just totally brain farted there.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Take the conference room, look at the music venue. The killer went ahead and did some work. You gotta make it clear what that work was. Aha. Come on.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Of course you would
Which
say
place
that.
resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Yes.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Yes, okay.
That must be it!
Glad I missed the first one then.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
Sorry, phone going off.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Hanami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music video in the conference room? It's gotta be that. The candle.
I can prove it with this.
Yes.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. they couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect.
Yeah, that's probably possible.
With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging veil was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
Probably not.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there's a fake somewhere. Fake must have been...
I see!
Yeah.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer trap. And when it set a trap
But
for me
why
was...
did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
It's Mikon.
You feed! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Yep, I've known it for a while. That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is.
You're the only one! You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Nope.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? And if you insist I'll use the on-call room upstairs, you must be mentally exhausted, so it's best to relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, You made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yep.
It's impossible. There's no way I can kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yeah, and the only person who's missing is Nekomaru, and Nekomaru's a lot bigger than Mikan, so it couldn't have been him.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Unless she's been pretending this whole time.
That slow remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social comebacks, I'd easily win first with my self reputation. I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
It was you.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yes.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Checks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. Have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to aim?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows. Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Yes, it is.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Starting the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the super, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at it. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed stronger. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
God, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope will be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Mikon's not strong enough to do that. Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Dang it.
Crap! Ibuki
Jump the
didn't
gun.
die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki's cause of death is strangulation. That's decisive proof to lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Dang it.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Maybe it's on...
The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay, I think I know where it goes,
Scars?
but
You mean the rope burn, right?
it's kind of a weird place to
But
put
we
it.
believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, not there.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
What?
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Ah, wait.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a
No.
hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The
I think I
Monokuma
need to
file
absorb
complicates
something.
this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Okay.
She was strangled to death.
Is that what I need to...
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, it's not that.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It
Maybe
never
here.
specified hanging or strangulation.
No. Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
It's gotta be
She
me
was strangled
absorbing.
to death.
That's
That's gotta
basically
be
the
it.
same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Nope, not there.
Ibuki didn't die
I'm
from
just
hanging.
guessing at this point where it goes.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna unfortunately have to look this up. Okay, I was seriously overcomplicating this.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled
Yeah.
to death.
That's basically the same thing.
And I promise you,
Though
I only
hanging and
looked
strangling seem
far
similar,
enough to
they're
this
very
one
different.
question.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the
How was I
rope
supposed
burn,
to
right?
figure this out anyways?
But we
Like,
believed it was from a hanging.
it's weird that
Why
these
would
two are
that be?
together.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That
Like, why
must
would those two go together?
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's caused death to being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Nikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling
Ah.
just by looking. You, Nikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
Okay, that makes some sense.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
I can't think of who else it would be. She really just trying to cover herself up?
Nikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That she wouldn't be fighting so even Mikon could strangle.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Damn.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
What?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I think it's even more clear now.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
There we go.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Boom, here it comes.
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault.
Oh, never mind.
Everyone always treats me like that.
Thought she was gonna show her true self or something.
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that.
Oh, there we go.
Hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Yaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Yeah.
That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital!
She's playing with emotions.
That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Is this Chiaki's goal all along? You're saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video?
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. Okay, let's do this.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Wait, no, Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm going to sell the video. Who else is going to do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
What would she have not been able to know about?
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
She would have known about
Is the hospital
that.
gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Okay, I need to
You're
absorb
the
this.
only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
The slippers, maybe?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
No, dang it.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof?
Count.
Is the hemp
Well,
bag on
killer's
her head the
mistake.
proof?
It's
Is
gotta
the
be killer's
hospital gown
mistake.
she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
You're
I
the
think I
only
know.
one who can point out the killer's mistake.
There we go. He said that there are two different body types, then she's like, you can tell the body type?
I'm not the killer!
I think that's it.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any
Come on.
proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown.
No, 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 no. Dang it.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
That's gotta be it.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
I missed.
who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Am I really gonna have to watch this up again?
She was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really
No, I'm not
your
looking this
proof?
up. I know I can figure
You
this
could
out.
tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me
Camera
already!
angle. She
Hajime,
couldn't know
pay
about the
close
camera
attention
angle.
and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
No one should know about the camera angle.
Other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
No!
Just
No!
from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Oh my gosh.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I keep missing it.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
It's gotta be camera angle. It's gotta be
who
it.
could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
There we go.
Prove that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
I can't believe I didn't see it sooner.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Music is perfectly timed right
So
there.
how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the
Dang,
deeper
this
you
is-
dig yourself into a hole.
This is the first time since Danganronpa 1 I've actually guessed the killer from the beginning.
You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 Huh?
Alright, this is getting creepy now.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
It wasn't limited to one, it was limited to two.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please hear me while I taint yours one last time. Starting for this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below tempo markers and number bullets are displayed. You need one bullet to destroy one remark. Yeah, bullets won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. Be able to refresh your bullets with a tab key to reload. Okay. Okay. I know this.
I'll keep explaining it until...
Whoops.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
Sorry, look too fast.
Check. Has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
This is not going anywhere. You gotta do something and end this. You gotta do something so I can help her admit it.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me.
Come on.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me!
Come on.
Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Come on.
Can you forgive me already?
Dang it.
I'll do anything
What
you
the-
want.
What the?
You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive
What the heck? Where are the circles?
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want.
Come on.
Draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
Okay. Come on, come on.
Can you forgive
Come on.
me already?
Eh.
I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for!
Come on.
Forgive me! Why only me?
Come on.
You still haven't forgiven
Can't.
me?
Crap. Now it's completely skill-based, so this sucks. Yes, retry.
We will never give up!
Okay, I can do this.
I'll keep explaining it until...
Oh yeah, panic time. How can I
Check.
forget about that? I can hold down the space button, it won't matter. Okay. In negative time, I forgot I can.
Forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You are done for!
Let's do this.
Forgive
Yes.
me! Forgive me, only me! You still haven't forgiven me! I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me! There's
Yes.
only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Theater bonus prize.
You are
Dang, no, it's
done
not.
for! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? There's only one bag.
Theater
It's impossible to use it
bonus
in two
prize.
places.
This is the end.
There we go. Why did I think bonus prize theater?
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, get another one free. It's common practice to pay customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems the desperate struggles finally come to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Alright, let's do this. Hopefully I won't suck horribly at this. What I saw on the monitor... No, that's not it. Thought it was hidden before. Nope. Small creepy killer left. It was hidden before. Okay. Put it back to normal after destroying it. Yes, okay. There we go. And whoa, this is a short one. Small cruiser killer left. Nope. Crap. Dang it. Okay, so what I saw on the monitor, what did the killer do after the broadcast? Yes. Okay. Oh dang, this is a short one. Okay. That's a small cruiser killer left. Oh,
Here's
there we
everything
go.
that happened in this case.
Oh, that was surprisingly short.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
Okay, sorry, but there have been a lot of breaks in this video, but we're almost done.
That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video. So I...
Dang it. Click too fast.
That was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by them. person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyumiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Just really hoping I was wrong.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time.
Huh?
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Yeah. Oh, dang. B. Oh, I guess that's fair.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly... Now then, please call the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go! Well now.
Now then, though, it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls is Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
Gotta be crapping me. Saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? We were planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them.
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
It's
There's
obvious.
nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Tsumiki we know. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
what?
Mikon 2, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? And that means she
What?
was... Huh? How'd you make something cross your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikon felt real hot at the time. No, think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
And because of the disease, Mikon was...
perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. So she really is the same old Mikon all along. She's just sick.
Jeez.
And that's why she has to die. That's why she has to die. Which means the Mikon standard force is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now. She's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. In killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's
What
wrong?
I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Hmm?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Huh? Understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
Love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even when I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where we no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within this thin veil. That thin veil. And I'm just looking out through it. It's about as long as I'm on the inside. No matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me.
how amazing.
It's like nothing matters. I could just die, that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
Seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You're half right. It's hard to say this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to the disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Trinity's had the remembering disease. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this,
such despair.
or saying you were like this from the start, were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? It's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That's the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikon? She's the real Mikon? Mikon, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikon. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization you were all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? I know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was a Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Guess what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of the plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Mon Ami? I knew it. Mon Ami and Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Mon Ami and I are members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikon, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation like it is hiding among you all is... Oh, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Aw, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikon, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, who's the person who's spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. It's just my past self or lost to school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys kept to my past self and not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is. Losing memories
Do you
are...
understand?
Excuse me. Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think? I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So it's true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For the ultimate nurse, Mikon Tsumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What the... the world? Is that nitroglycerin or something? At least it wasn't as brutal as I thought it would be, but... Anyways, that's unfortunately all the time I have for now. Man, that was rough. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it really helps out a lot. If you have any suggestions for other games for me to play, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next Vice's Virtues